Girl accidentally touched a strange badge. The next second she traveled to an endless wheat field, and when she let go of her hand, she instantly returned to the police station. The girl courageously took the badge in her hand and the same image appeared again in front of her eyes. At the end of the wheat field there is a very majestic city. Curious, the girl walked towards the city and hit the wall within a few steps. The long-haired man tried to help her pick up the badge, but the girl yelled and stopped him. The girl then wrapped the badge in a piece of gum and put it in her pocket. On the way home, Casey told her father that if he touched the badge with his skin, he would be able to travel to a wheat field. And then he insisted that he stop the car and try it. The father touched the badge like Casey told him to, but nothing happened. The father thought Casey was having a seizure, so he grabbed the badge and stuffed it in his jacket pocket. When his father was asleep, Casey snuck into his bedroom and found the badge. Then Kathy went back to the wheat field and she took a step towards the city. She fell back into her home within a few steps. In order to get to the city as quickly as possible, Kathy pushed her bike into the street and determined the direction of the city. Kathy rode straight away. Soon she came to a very open field. When Casey touched the badge again, she appeared directly in the center of the city. It was a strange, high-tech city with a gravity-defying swimming pool suspended in midair, mental boys flying around with jetpacks, and an interstellar ship that was 20 light years away. Just as Kathy was about to board the ship, she suddenly realized she was having a hard time moving. A few seconds later, she was back in the real world. In order to find out the origin of this badge, Casey searched for information for half the night and finally she found an antique store that was buying this badge. Early the next morning, Kathy followed the address on the website and went there. When she saw the badge, the owners and his wife's faces changed, and they frantically asked where the badge came from. Seeing that the situation was not right, Casey picked up the badge and turned around to leave. But the next moment, the owner and his wife directly pulled out 2 laser cannons from the counter. If Casey doesn't tell them where she got the badge, they're gonna blow her to smithereens. In order to prove that the laser cannons were real, the male store owner even fired one into the sky. When they were distracted, Casey ran away. The woman fired a cannon directly at her, and if she hadn't been quicker, she would have become a second pigeon. She ducked and dodged her way through the antique store, but the owner and his wife caught her in the crossfire. Just before Casey turned into a roasted pigeon, a metal ball was thrown in.